Hi, my name is Joe Madigan, the owner of Madigan's Repair Service. Today I'm going to show you one of our digital inspections, step by step. Now these inspections can take anywhere from half to a full hour, mostly depending on what all we find. Today's inspection took about 45 minutes, but for sake of time I've edited down most of the boring parts. Our inspection starts with our service advisor sending the customer profile to one of our technicians, in this case myself. Once I get it, I take a profile picture of the vehicle, making sure to get a license plate in the shot. Next, I enter the odometer reading. After I do a walk-around visual inspection of the vehicle, careful to note any apparent body or glass damage. We document scuffs or scratches, so we don't take the blame for anything we didn't cause. Next, I get in and start the car, documenting any dash or warning lights before test drive. In this case, the gas light was on, so no test drive unless the customer approves a fuel charge. In this case, it's straight in to check wipers, headlights, brake lights, and turn signals. Once I'm complete with that, it's under the hood. I start with hood lift supports if there is any, and then check the oil. After oil, I check the air filters and other fluids before moving on to the battery. After the battery, I check the cabin air filter, and then it's on to the charging system, and inspect the drive belt that makes it possible. Finally, it's on to the trans fluid, which I don't have a dipstick for, and then the motor mounts, which all looked okay. Now it's on to the brakes and wheels. Next, it's on to the mid-rise section. We call it that because the vehicle isn't high enough to comfortably walk under it, but perfect for removing the tires and measuring the tread depth, which is the first thing I will do before removing the wheels. Once I have the measurements, I record those in the software so our service writer can make an accurate decision on recommending tires or not. Next is what I call the front wheel shake, where we try and wiggle the wheel to determine if any horizontal or vertical play is present that could indicate failing ball joints, tie rod ends, or a bad wheel bearing. Once we're done with that, the wheels come off so we can accurately measure the brake pads, both inboard and outboard, on every point. Now, for sake of time, I won't make you sit through all of that. Finally, we put the vehicle all the way up on the lift so we can get a better look underneath it. This is where we will double check front end components like ball joints and control arms. We also double check struts or shocks from a different angle to make sure there is nothing we missed. Now you may notice faded images in the top left corner before we take a photo. That's built in automatically for future apprentices to become better at the inspections they do. Next, we put eyes on the steering gear and check for any leaks or damage. After that, it's on to any other leaks that may be noticeable. This vehicle had none. Since it's not equipped with a transfer case, it's on to the CV axles. These look great, so I snap a few pictures and move on with my inspection. The differential is built into the transmission, so nothing besides external damage or leaks to inspect there. After that, we check off our 2 miscellaneous categories, which are the catch-all sections for anything else we come across. Finally, we examine the exhaust and heat shields. In this case, no problems. And that completes our inspection unless there is future testing or diagnostics required. But even that gets documented in our inspection program so we can bill that accordingly and accurately. Once our service advisor reviews the inspection, he will pull out what he needs to begin writing his estimate. But before he gets started with that, he will either email or text you a copy of our report. That way, when he calls, everybody can be on the same page. The extensive pictures and videos we take go a long way to eliminate a lot of confusion. But if a customer is still having a hard time understanding, educational videos are built into specific categories to better explain how different components work or why they are important. These reports are broken down by color as well to better organize and prioritize what issues are most important and which ones aren't. Thank you for taking the time to see how we are working every day to improve your auto repair experience and what sets us apart from other places out there. I'm Joe Madigan, the owner of Madigan's Repair Service. Have a great day and be safe.